I'm fucking with everything. Oh. I actually gotta stop now. Sup, Chris? How's it going?
I can do this.
Nice, yeah. How you doing? How was your tournament?
My tournament was pretty terrible.
No, really?
It's probably my worst tournament of the season.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I didn't really take a loss that was that bad. I mean, I lost to Taza and I lost to David, but David is like definitely considered a bad loss as good as he is.
Yeah, for sure.
But like David and Rourke are like my two people that like are probably not going to be seated crazy high at locals, but are definitely just like able to beat me just because I've played probably like those are two of the people that have played the most in my life.
I like that.
And yeah, it was funny. Earlier this season, I had a similar thing where like I just played Rourke, and it was just like we had 2 Game 5 sets, and I lost one and I won one. You know,
Yeah.
those are just like those are just people that every time I play them, I'm like, wow, I feel like I have a lot to lose here for how good these people are. You know, but
yeah, no, I feel you.
But I came here to speak on the Fox Dittos that we were about to watch.
Oh yes, good. Get the good insight in.
Yeah, dude. These are two of my. Well, these are just two of the best Foxes we have, and I think these are like this is probably the most interesting set of Fox Dittos that we get in Georgia that don't involve Colin.
Yeah.
I think htwa Colin is obviously a lot of fun, but I think out of the rest of the Foxes, these two like just clearly gap all the other Foxes really hard in the Ditto.
Yeah.
You know, Jet's got like fucking preeminent wins and all sorts of stuff, and like I just think I think this is like the best that the Fox Ditto gets in Georgia when Colin's not involved. So I'm curious how this is gonna go. These are also like notoriously two of the fastest people in our you know,
Definitely, yeah, region.
in our region.
Yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying. Like, no Colin involved. This is the Fox matchup to watch.
Oh my God, Jet's such a little. Jet is such a little fucking freak, man. They just don't build him like him no more.
No, that's real. Do you know like how these players feel about the Fox Ditto, and do they like it?
I know Jet is like really good at it. I don't even know if he likes it, but I think like Jet. We were talking earlier this week about how he is like he feels like no Fox like starts out at the pace that he starts out at.
Yeah.
He feels like when he plays top players, a lot of times they start out slower and they need to like catch up to his speed. But that sometimes like obviously if he's playing a better player, they'll like just outplay him really hard once they can handle it. But he thinks like out the box that like the speed that he plays at is like a really big advantage, especially in the Ditto.
Yeah, no, definitely for sure. I mean, I played him earlier today. He like double like 3-stock me or something. He's just so hard to hit, like very fast, and just always got a hit in. Yeah, I can definitely see that. That was a nice name.
Yeah, that's a nice. So htwa with a little lead here. Yeah,
Power
curious. I think one thing I'm curious, like who's going to be swinging first in this matchup.
Yeah.
I feel like both of these people, for as fast as they are, they're like, oh, they're just going to be like spamming stuff at you. I don't really think that's like the case for either of them unless you're cornered. I think they are much more like, at least in the Fox Ditto, they are both two people that are just waiting for the other player to swing. Like you see those up tilts, you see these long dash dance periods. Like they are waiting for either of them to throw out like a bad aerial because they both can, you know, just have the best dash dances and reactions to like just whiff punish and kill you for it. So it's a lot of walling, a lot of like feeling each other out, seeing like how you're holding each other's space.
For sure.
Yeah, right now it just feels like htwa is using like verticality in a lot better ways than Jet is. Like I feel like Jet isn't really using the platforms to his benefit. And I feel like a lot of htwa's biggest openings were like jumping on the platform and then like Jet throwing something out in the corner below him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a
interesting. Solid win for htwa.
Solid game 1.
Yeah. Wasn't crazy or anything.
Yeah.
It's also never seen your Fox play before. Huh?
His Fox, it's like a shitter Fox that like goes 0-2 but worse. It's like pretty much the Dusk Fox in a nutshell.
Is Dusk Fox winning or Panko Fox winning?
That would be a set for the ages. I'm gonna give it to Dusk just purely off tech skill. I think he has better tech skill than you would think for a secondary Fox. Like he plays Falco, but like not every Falco has like can like move well with Fox.
Not always the same for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely.
But Jordan's Fox is surprisingly like very brainy in like a good way. Like he like does weird things that like most Foxes don't do in the Ditto that are just like good player things that are hard to deal with.
Yeah, he definitely has a complete Fox, I would say.
Yeah, yeah. Our last Fox Ditto money match. How many drinks had I had? You know what I'm saying?
What was the set count?
I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember. That's not cap. It might have been 3-0, but
damn.
I just know that if Matt came back to Georgia, I would farm his Falco. But he's too busy. He's too busy dodging, and you know.
Dude, you gotta come here like right now, defend your name.
Yeah, man. I told him we had a like $20 money match planned that tipped off, and he was like, "Oh, actually, I'm gonna like stay at home and watch." You know.
Damn. That's
just typical match shit. The type of shit that he was doing in Georgia. You know, just showing up like 5 times in the last month of the season and then complaining about his ranking, you know what I'm saying? Just Dusk shit. But, like, I don't know. Back to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
Jet, low-key, is just kind of getting... I feel like htwa is like... I think the route to beating both of these Foxes is playing more defensive and like being comfortable enough, like moving around them and like picking your spots really well. But most people don't really have like the raw like they just don't have the tight movement and like spacing and speed and awareness to kind of like play that style against them. It's really tenuous because if they call you out or like you flub something, like you're just kind of dead. But I think right now htwa is kind of taking that more slightly defensive role. Like neither of them are playing particularly campy. These are fast games.
Yeah.
But I think the way that he's using a lot of these, like you'll see, like if you look at how often like htwa is like double jumping to a top plat and jumping between side plat and top plat, and then like doing something off of that. I think like that's like a big difference. I think Jet's really not using verticality at all. He's just playing like really grounded.
There.
And definitely there's a bit of a edge guard recovery difference that htwa is exploiting. I think htwa is just like punishing him harder in the quarter. Yeah,
I would definitely say that too. I mean, that game was looking decently close for a bit there, but then htwa just pulled it forward at the end.
What kind of I'm curious what you mean by which habits. Let me look a little harder to see. Some of these, I mean, oh, nice. That's the tech chase. I'm curious about the FOD counter pick. Yeah, the sledge dash. That's tough.
htwa's got a homie stock. What's he doing, man?
htwa feels like the last person that would homie stock. Yeah, but like if you just like look for the next time you see Jet jumping on a platform in neutral, like it doesn't really happen unless like htwa is there and he's trying to swing at him. That's the thing that I'm noticing. Like he's really just like not playing really varied in that way.
That was down air? Was that down air when he was coming back on that edge guard? That was kind of cool.
Yeah. Drill is really good when Fox is below stage just because you can clip them and it won't burn you if you time it right and you have like invincibility. And then you can re-grab ledge and drop shine. That's
cool. I don't maybe not seen it like super often. That's awesome.
Oh, it's like a tempo thing. I've been told that before. I've been told not about Jet specifically, but that like there are certain players that like you kind of just plug into like their rhythm. Yeah. And then it's kind of over. That's how. If you asked Eric how he would farm me, he's like, yeah, dude, I just like wait half a beat and then you do something and then I whip punish you.
Yeah, that's like. I feel like I've had that happen. It's such like a hard habit to notice sometimes when you're doing it yourself, you know, like. Yeah,
it's really hard to like not play at your natural tempo and like do those mix-ups.
Yeah, you don't realize that like your pattern of it is like being really telegraphed, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Jet. I'm not feeling too not feeling too optimistic here. I'm not seeing a lot of like, yeah. I think he also is like not full hopping at all. I know that's not his bag, but like,
yeah.
I think this sort of style is just. I think this is the kind of style that htwa is kind of the strongest against. It's a shame because I think what Jet does to like the rest of the foxes is like really rough, but htwa just kind of like has the speed to kind of handle it.
Yeah. Goodbye, Dust. GG's.
Bye, Dusk.
Yeah, that was a good set. htwa was just on him.
It's all good. The Sky Guys are about to go get hammered. That is what is on the docket for the rest of the night for us.
Yeah, Jake told me about that.
So that is my plan. My plan is to go wash down these bad losses with a few cocktails. And
yeah, a few mixed drinks.
Yeah, a few mixed drinks, a few bevs, and we'll see what the night has in store for me after that.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna get some drunk tweets tonight.